So I'm an only child, and ever since I can remember, I've wanted a sibling. Like, when I was about 4 years old, I asked my parents for Hanukkah if they would give me a little sister. And obviously it didn't go over well. I had a little sit-down chat with them. They said, Mommy and Daddy aren't going to be having any more children. And I bawled, unconsolably. But, years went by, and I got over it and just kind of accepted that it was just going to be me, Mom, and Pops, until my wish came true my sophomore year in college, when my parents came to visit me for Parents' Weekend, and my mother sat me down and she said, I have something to tell you. When I was in college, I got pregnant and I gave a child up for adoption, and now 29 years later he has contacted me wanting to have some medical records because he wants to start a family of his own, and oh yeah, he also wants to know who I am. I'm sorry, what? So anyway, so she starts having this relationship with this person, and she starts Skyping with him. Apparently he has a name, it is Aaron, and he lives in, San Diego, and he has a wife, and he's in the Marines, and every time I call her on the phone, I say, Mom, I got an A on this test. She goes, oh, that's nice. Do you know Aaron likes to hike? And I'm just like, who is this person? Why is he a part of our family now? And I just start to get so jealous. And every time I call her, she's just like, oh, Aaron this and Aaron that. And he's a swell guy, And I'm just like, what? And I'm talking to my friends, and they're just like, I had some similar feelings to you when I was about 2 and my sister was born, And I'm just like, I'm probably a little old for this. I'm 20. So anyway, but they say, they're telling me these stories about how, oh yeah, when I was jealous, I just, crept into my sister's crib and I just colored her face with lipstick. And I'm just like, don't give me ideas, people, So anyway, so the year is progressing, and it's February, and my mother starts to talk about meeting this person, going and just seeing him in the flesh. They've been developing the relationship over Skype, and she's just realizing more and more that this has been such a big part of her life that she just hasn't touched for 30 years. And so before I know it, she has bought 3 tickets for me, my father, and myself to go out to San Diego in June after I'm finished with the year. And I am upset, but I'm starting to realize more and more this is about my mother. This isn't about me. I'm an adult, and I just need to support her. So June rolls around, and we're in the car. My father is parallel parking outside this lovely brunch establishment, and my mother is freaking out. I have never, usually she's pretty cool and calm. Sometimes she's a little harried, but in this instance, she had just lost it completely. I mean, she was just sitting in the front seat, just being like, I can't do it! I can't do it! And I'm just like, Mom, it's cool. He's a nice guy. You've talked to him. No! And so my father and I wrench her out of the car, and she just starts pacing back and forth in front of this brunch place, and this guy is showing up any minute with his wife, and I'm like, Mom, keep it together. She's like, no, let's go back home. Let's go to Chicago. It's fine. I don't need to do this. And I'm just like, Mom, it's okay. And so we see these 2 silhouettes off in the distance, and there's this young, strapping lad and this nice lady next to him, and I'm like, Mom, I think that they're here, and she's just like, okay, and they've come up, and he just has this giant smile on his face, and he just, oh, Julie, I'm so glad to finally meet you. And he just envelops her in this giant hug, and she just melts into his arms and smiles and just starts to tear up. And my dad is taking pictures, which will eventually be framed on our mantle at home. And I just look at him and I just think, yeah, this is what I pictured when I thought about wanting a sibling when I was young.